Hello, this is the Radio Geek, and today what I have for you here is a little shopping spree. We've got a Radio Shack here in the area that is going out of business, bankruptcy again for Radio Shack, but they're closing the store. And typical Radio Shack fashion, you walk in there and it has signs outside, saying going out of business. Reduced prices and what have you. And everything is still marked original price. And the guy says, well, some stuff is 30% off, some stuff 50% off, and some stuff is 70% off. You have to bring it up here and I'll have to scan it to tell you what the price is. So you kind of walk around and see if there's anything interesting that you may be interested in. Then he's got to scan it and tell you what the price is. So I found a few items here. I've got this little plastic case here, which contains a breadboard and a wire jumper kit, and it's just an empty box other than that, but it's pretty nice. But Radio Shack is just crazy with their original prices. I think this thing was like $27 originally for this little breadboard and a wire kit in this plastic box. I ended up getting it for a little over $2, which was a pretty good deal. We got a couple of extra multimeter cables. I think these were originally like $8 or $9 or something. I think I got them for like $2.50, so I got a couple of those. I got this clock kit. I figured I'd put this kit together. It looked kind of interesting. But the original price on this was like, I don't know, I think it was like $24 or something. And it was half price. So it might be worth $12. So I don't know. Little pocket radio, of course, if you go into Radio Shack. And, well, they don't really sell as many radios as they used to. But, yeah, you have to get a pocket radio anyway. So this was half off. It was like $16 for 8. And this was a good deal. This is a deoxit spray. It's a really good contact cleaner. I think it was like $16, and I got it for $5.10. But their prices are just really outrageous. What the retail prices were on things. I mean, I remember going there as a kid getting project stuff, and yeah, they were a little bit higher. And if it was on sale, it was like, yeah, that's about what it should cost. But I think in the recent years here, maybe the last 10, they've just really gotten insane with what their retail prices are. Now, this deoxit is not a good example because this stuff is expensive anyway. But some of their other parts are really crazy. So I went there one day, and then a few days later I went to see what they had left, and it was pretty picked over. But they had their parts, their little parts, for 90% off, so I got a few parts out of their parts bin. And like I say, their prices for this stuff, at 90% off, it's a pretty good deal, but I would say their prices on their components are about probably 70% more than they should be. Oh, the other interesting thing was they had another can of this there, and so I figured, well, I'll just get it. It's there. I'll just grab it. Well, this time the regular price was the same, but the discount was different. So this is 3 days or so later, so you would think prices would be getting cheaper. I got the other can for $5.10 or something like that, and let's see, this time around I got it for half price, $8.49. So the prices were kind of all over the board, but I'll show you this receipt here, which is pretty long, but these are all the different items. I bet you that guy is glad that they don't handwrite their receipts anymore. Yeah, you know, if you guys remember them doing that. But anyway, on this little journey here, my total savings over retail price was $207.43, and I spent $31.79. So I spent about 30 bucks, and it was almost $208 cheaper than what it would have been. That will give you an idea what their regular prices on some of this stuff is. For instance, we've got a just a regular IC here, just an LM339 quad comparator op amp, and it says here on the receipt here, I don't know if this is focusing or not, but the regular price was almost $3, $2.92 is what they were selling that for, and I got it for 32 cents, which is probably pretty close to being right. So this cable here, this BNC cable, a 6-foot BNC to BNC, was $11, and I got it for, I think it was $1.29 or something like that. So yeah, their prices are just crazy. I mean, $11 for a 6-foot piece of coax with 2 BNC connectors on it. You know, it's no wonder they're going out of business. But anyway, this is the kind of the big haul here. I got lots of switches. These switches were, I think they were close to $5 for one of these switches. So they were, you know, 50, 60 cents. You know, I've got things like this, banana connectors, some binding posts. I think 2 binding posts were I don't know, like $4.50 or something for 2 binding posts. You know, got you know, some knobs. Oh yeah, these little SMA to SMA coupler was, original price was like $7.95 for that. $7.95 for this. You know, 80 cents. So yeah, just kind of insane, and their prices are just kind of different on a daily basis. So it's kind of a weird weird deal. I've read online where some items are actually cheaper when they were on sale than they are when they're on clearance, when they're, you know, got their percentage off. So I guess you know, kind of have an idea what it went for originally and what it's really worth. I mean, even some of that stuff in the store at 50% off is still not a bargain. So you got to watch what you get. But anyway, if you've got a Radio Shack still wheezing in your area and hasn't quite expired yet, you might want to check it out and you know, pop in there from time to time and see what the prices are for that particular day. I don't think there's very many days left for our little Radio Shack, but you know, if you need some little parts and it's 90% off, that's not too bad. You can kind of stock up your little parts bin. That's not too bad. Other items, they had some multimeters there and things, but you know, they were so overpriced to begin with. Even at half off, they really it wasn't that great of a deal. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you guys the little Radio Shack haul and let you take a look and let you know that there are still some Radio Shacks out there, but not for much longer. So until next time, this is the Radio Geek.